special needs. So if you have a family with special needs, go look it up. Okay, and she was a PTA member, and she currently is a PTA member.
And a past winner.
And a past winner. Okay, on her Connecting for Kids, her Facebook post, it was about gratitude, about creating a gratitude jar, and that every day you're gonna write down one thing. And it said, what happens? They say, in your brain, it's called the reticular activating system in your brain. Okay, it filters out information. So if you hear your name you're talking to somebody, you hear your name from across the room, you're turning, right? So it's trying to rewire your brain to look for the good, okay? On your table is a little ring with some cards on it, okay? And as there's 21 cards, because we can develop, can you not hear me? Is that what somebody said? Okay. There are 21 cards because you can develop a habit in 21 days. So every day we're going to write something, you can write something down. You can start writing down as we talk. Okay, the first 4 days are so easy, right? You're like, my family, my friends, my dog. Then you're like, oh my health. And then you're like, you're struggling. I was like super struggling, right, from day 5. So you have to think broader. Okay, so I'm digressing, so those poor families are going to be waiting, because I don't even know why I write this. So me and my kids, we're going down to, this is one, I'll just share with you two, okay, small story, okay. We were going down to Playhouse Square, and we were going to go see Beetlejuice, okay. We were going down, we were running late. Right, we're running. We didn't even get seats together. 2 were over here. I was over here by myself in the middle. So, again, I'm so thirsty, running. Finally, it's like, it's gonna start at any point. I'm sitting down and I'm parched. My throat is super scratchy. I'm like, I thought I was gonna die. I was like, do I get up, move, across all these people, miss? So I was like, looking around, back, forth. There was a little girl on the end. Her mom was right here, brother, sister, little girl, mother. And I was like, hey, turn around, hey, can your kid, I'll give her $20 to go get me a $5 overpriced. She'll make $15 profit. Okay, just send her. And she's like, I don't know if my daughter's gonna do it. She's too shy. I was like, please, dear Jesus, listen. So she goes, and the daughter tells this person, tells the daughter. The daughter's like, no. And I was like, so 2 seats down, okay, an arm comes with a tiny little bottle of water. The guy that was sitting 2 next to me heard me going, I'll give you $20. Okay, so it was called, so on that card for me is my Playhouse Knight in Shining Armor, okay? Number 2, okay, so that's looking for good, grateful things. Okay, second thing, and then I'll let Bev tell one. So, I just came back from Vegas on Monday, red eye, okay? So, the second thing I am thankful for is the spackle I have under my eyes right now. So, thank God for spackle. And so this is Bev.
If you've never met Nicole, this is how she is all the time. Okay, she's hilarious. We went to some show one time, and it was like a group of like 10 of us ladies, and it was like the mom show or something like that. And they're like, "Who's the ringleader?" We're like, so Nicole's the ringleader. We wanted to thank everybody that's here. Everybody here is a volunteer, administrator, everybody's teachers. You're all here to help the children of Westlake have a better experience in school and to make their lives better. And we just wanted to say thank you to everyone here in this room for coming. Now, for my gratitude, I didn't write anything down, but I was going to tell this quick story. Mine's not as funny. But in January, I was like, my eye's doing something weird. And so I go to this eye doctor after a few days of trying to get in, and it turns out I have like these retinal tears. Okay, serious. And so I told my hairdresser, and she's like, oh, I like to play this game called What If I Lived in 1850? I said, oh, I'd be blind. And she's like, yeah, I'd be dead. So, we're like, thank God we live in 1850 and we have people who can fix us or repair us. And, I can see and she's not dead. So that's my gratitude, at least one of them, okay? What's our next thing?
We would like to invite up
Who are we inviting up?
Diane Jordan. I just kill your name every time.
Jordanger.
Jordanger, the president of the Westlake Council of PTAs.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for coming out on a lovely spring evening when you all want to be out in your backyard sipping a glass of wine. I'm really sorry that the weather's so nice today, but I'm also grateful for the weather. Can you all hear me? Okay, sorry. Is that better? Okay. Should I say that all again? I don't need to, right? Okay, good. We're going to keep moving. This evening, I love the theme, first of all, as everybody who attends a council meeting knows. I am a big believer of gratitude, as well as I have a gratitude jar on our kitchen table, and everybody writes cards in it every night. That's one of our tasks that we do. Those of you in the high school probably hear those stories all the time. Gratitude is something that I think the world needs a lot more of, and I'm absolutely grateful for everybody in this room, for your contributions to what you do for PTA, for what you do for the community, for what you do for our students. Without you, a lot of stuff doesn't happen. So I am grateful for all of you. I am grateful for knowing you, being able to do certain things with you, and having a wonderful time and learning along the way. So that is my little grateful note for this evening. And I also want to thank Bev and Nicole for setting this all up this evening. I know this is a gigantic task, and we appreciate you, and thank you very much. With that, this evening, we are excited to be presenting 3 different awards: the Ohio Achievement Award, the T in PTA Award, and the Helping Hands Award. The Ohio PTA Achievement Award will be given to a deserving member of each of our 6 PTA units. The recipient of this award has given outstanding service to children and youth within our community. A donation is made in their honor to the Ohio PTA Memorial Scholarship Fund for graduating high school students across the state of Ohio. There's a link to the scholarship in our program. Second, the Helping Hands Award. It's a district award. It's a award that is given district-wide to a PTA member who has provided high-level PTA involvement and support, has made a positive impact on the lives of children, has participated in activities involving children and youth, and is dedicated to the PTA purposes. The Helping Hand Award recipient will be presented with a plaque, and their nominations will go on to the district level. The third and final award given out tonight is the T in PTA Award, formerly known as the Outstanding District Educator Award. The recipient of the T in PTA is a certified educator who is a PTA member involved with the educational process of children in the Westlake City School District. The recipient provides a high level of involvement both in and support of for the PTA, and has made positive impact on the lives of our children and is dedicated to the mission of PTA. The T in PTA recipient will be presented with a plaque, and nominations will also go on to the district level. And before we move on to the next speaker, we'd like to recognize a few of our special guests this evening. We have State District 16 Representative Bride Rose Sweeney, if you could just raise your hand. We have our Westlake Councilwoman Amy Havelka and our Councilman Nick Minari. We have our own Westlake Mayor Dennis Clough, as well as Captain Gerald Vogel and Sergeant Ryan Pichel of Westlake Police Department. Our members of the Westlake Board of Education, President, Westlake Board of Education Liz Piernot, Vice President Barb Luzinski, and Joe Cook, as well as Superintendent Dr. Goggin. And before I let Dr. Goggin come up to the floor, I would just like to again say thank you all for being here. This is a new venue. It's a new night. It's a new Founders Day. After COVID, this is the new Founders Day. So I raise a glass to all of you, and I thank you. This will be my last year as council president. I want to thank you for allowing me to serve you and our students and our community. The pleasure has truly been mine. And I love you all, and I'll see you soon. So, Dr. Godwin.
I didn't know we were doing grateful, but I will say that I am grateful that I did not follow Nicole Sauer, because I cannot match that energy no matter how hard I try. So I do have some things written down that I want to share. It is my pleasure welcoming everyone this evening. I do want to start by recognizing our Founders Day chairs, both Beverly Wilkinson and Nicole Sauer. Now, I know there are many who contribute to making tonight happen, but without your leadership, tonight will not be as wonderful as it's going to be. Just on a side note, talking about the venue, watching the folks here at Dave & Buster's, you've been fantastic, so thank all of you. I didn't realize this room was here, but this is really, really, really cool. When it comes to this event, this truly is one of my favorite events of the year. The PTA, you guys have that balance between working hard and celebrating. I almost said play hard, but celebrating. Tonight is going to be a lot of fun. Any indication on previous ones I've been to that have been at a restaurant like this, these nights are a lot of fun. However, it's all the time and dedication that our PTA and supporters put in before tonight that makes this evening such an authentic celebration. It's the work that everyone in this room has done to support our students and staff in the Westlake City Schools. We've talked a lot this year about our publication that we've sent out called Behind the W. That went out earlier this year. Most school districts create what's called a quality profile each year. Usually we do one as well. This one was different. This was not just a report of what the district was doing. This was a report about what we were doing, all of us, for our students and our community. This idea was actually generated by some PTA members. Diane Jordinger came to me at one point and said, we need a coffee table book. I want a coffee table type publication for that celebrates the Westlake schools. And then Dawn Evans came up with the concept of Behind the W. When she started talking about it, I couldn't get it out of my mind. I'm a very visual person, and I just visualized a big Westlake W, almost like we stole the one from the Hollywood sign, that big giant W, and I just visualized all of us holding that up. And that was something that I just pictured. I just pictured our staff, our students, our support groups, our community, the city of Westlake. Everyone contributes to who we are and what we accomplish. See, that's not new. It's been that way here in Westlake for a long time. But for me, it was that concept that put together that visual that really made me proud. So how does that connect to Founders Day? Well, tonight is the night that many who help hold up that W come together and socialize. We also take time to celebrate and provide recognition to some other people, letting them know how special they truly are. Thank you to everyone here for what you do. Congratulations to previous winners, and congratulations to our people being recognized this evening. Thank you for letting me be a part of it, and have a great evening. At this time, I'd like to introduce Liz Piernot, our board president.
Dr. Godwin, you're not planning a trip to California anytime soon?
No.
Correct? Okay, just making sure, we don't need a headline if you steal the big W from the Hollywood sign.
I can hear it.
Okay. Now, mind you, in the world of news and schools right now, that would be a pretty good headline. So anyways, like Dr. Godwin, this is one of my favorite nights of the year, Founders Day, and it's a night of a lot of laughs. And of course, I'm going to trip over X-Cord. And with Nicole, as we've already seen, we're expecting to be rolling in the aisles, okay? high expectations. It's a night of a lot of tears, and especially with Nicole, we're expecting a lot of the tears to be from laughter. But it's really a night to celebrate those who go above and beyond. And truly, it's a night to celebrate everyone who helps within Westlake Schools, from the parents that volunteer for a class party, to the staff member who takes an extra moment to help a student understand a concept they're struggling with, to the new parent who joined early childhood PTA to meet other new parents in the area. And since we have a lot of our school resource officers here with us tonight, it is to thank you for helping keeping our students safe. Everyone in this room, you are the parents, the staff, the elected officials, you are part of the Westlake communities, you are what make Westlake schools great, and so on behalf of myself and the rest of the Board of Education, thank you for all your time, effort, and your support for Westlake schools.
So tonight you're going to be in for an amazing night of fun stories, of volunteers, and if we've done our jobs right and all of our council delegates have done their jobs, or our Founders Day delegates have done their jobs right, the winners won't even know they're winning. They'll be up there like, oh, I've done that, I've done that, I've done, wait a minute, they might be talking about me, and then they are, and then they get all, crazy and very appreciative, and they will cry. I think you will cry tonight, because I know I probably will.
I will too.
But anyway, some of those people were lied to get here. So please forgive the people who lied to you or maybe told you a little fib or something like that, because it's all in good spirit here. We just want to get you here to award, to honor you.
There's a lot of liars in the house. A lot of liars. Okay. All right, we have Bride Rose Sweeney here today. Everybody say hello to Bride Rose. Wave your hand, Bride Rose. I love that name. I love that name. So Bride Rose has brought with her,
Here,
and
I'll
for
be-
us.
I'll be the van.
No, I need to read it.
You're reading.
Maybe. So so the people will win awards, but they will also receive proclamations from the state of Ohio. So this, I'm not going to read part of it. I'm not going to read all of it. Not going to read all of it. It says that they have been selected for this noteworthy distinction, and you have been recognized as a respected member of the Westlake community. Without question, your contributions have made a lasting impression, and you have expended countless hours in the interest of others. You have demonstrated a sincere concern for the future of the state of Ohio through your commitment to the educational opportunities and success of students, and your selfless endeavors stand as a hallmark of responsible citizenship. The whole House of Representatives, applaud you for this exemplary achievement and extend best wishes for ongoing success. So every recipient will receive this. I wanted to read it because it is so beautiful. I mean, it's so beautiful and what an honor. So they will receive this. I don't know what's next because...
I do.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start. Yay. Okay, this was just the preamble. So the Ohio Achievement Award presentations, we're going to start with Claudia Dillinger for the Westlake Early Childhood PTA. And they have a table here tonight. And once each award recipient is announced, the recipient will join us up here and they will receive... What happened there?
The computer, we'll
I
replug
didn't
it.
touch it. Anyway, and they will receive their awards, and then we'll move on to elementary school after that.
All right. Claudia.
Thank you. I just want to say I'm so excited also that the focus is gratitude this year, because I think the individual receiving the award on behalf of the early childhood, I couldn't appreciate her more. She does so much for our organization. She plans our field trips, and she's done it 2 years in a row, and the amount of field trips and the dedication she puts into doing that for the parents to have special time with their children, it's so time consuming, and we're so grateful for her to do that. I also appreciate her so much because she was a childhood friend of mine. We grew up together, so the fact that the PTAs brought us back together is so wonderful. Sorry. So, I mean, we were doing talent shows at Lee Burnison together, so we've come a long way. So, on behalf of the whole whole early childhood PTA. We want to thank Erica Tapas for all that she does and how much work she puts in for our organization. So, I didn't think I'd tear up, but then, you know. Congratulations. You were there.
Wait, your family waits. Your family's here.
The tear part.
Oh, look at
Oh, I want to say something quick after.
I want to talk about it. Okay, so we met, me and Beverly, in early childhood.
PTA.
Woo! Early childhood. Raise your hands. Woo! Okay, if you were ever in early childhood, raise your hands. Okay, early childhood is the best PTA. So I was in it for 15 years.
And we met in 2001. So our kids have graduated college.
Best friends. Okay. All right,
Okay.
it's your turn, I think.
Okay, so the next, who's presenting, because I don't know. Okay, the elementary school has 2 awards tonight
Yes.
because they have quite a few people. So they had enough people to give 2 awards out. So who's doing the?
Christina Savory.
Come on
Come on down. I'll stay up here.
No, I'm just joking.
Good, just remember.
Hello. My name is Christina or Tina Savory, and I am very honored to be up here in front of all of you wonderful, amazing people. And we are here to celebrate somebody that does so much for Westlake Elementary School. She is always there whenever you need anything at all. She's not always there, but she does it in a calm way. She makes me so happy. She does so much for everybody, and we love you, Sarah. Sarah Hughes, our president, is the Ohio Achievement Award winner this evening.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, my fellow PTA members. I'm a my kids will be 4th generation Westlake graduates, so it is an honor. It is a great honor to be up here and helping my community in this way, so thank you all so much.
All right, our second elementary PTA Ohio Award presenter is Judy Buffington. Where's she at? How is she? Timothy, are you?
Thanks. Hi, I'm Judy Buffington, and I'm at West and get to work with the special lady all the time, and she is a dear, dear friend. She needs to know that she did not only get it, these nominations from staff, but she also got it from many, many families. That's really unusual for someone to be able to generate such a positive connection between both groups, and she has done so incredibly easily. She donates her time, often a lot of her personal funds, to do these efforts. She's been in charge of our fall and spring food drive, which is our Hunger for Harvest and May Dugan. So she helps at the Greater Cleveland Food Banks, along with the Westlake Food Pantry. So she organizes and manages all these different moving parts and pieces, which are all of them. I just watch her. Say, good job. that is such a wonderful thing for our students because they learn empathy, they learn kindness, and they just learn to be how much that they do for the community, and they make a difference. If that wasn't enough, she also donates and collects toiletry items to be packaged for the women's shelters and homes. In addition, she initiates and works with classrooms to create cards and crafts to give to all of our senior center to brighten the lives of our seniors in our community. She has been involved in our creating and maintaining our caring closet, which if anybody creating and maintaining our garden, first at Hilliard and now at West. She has spent endless time, her own money, come and maintained, harvested. She's done it on the weekends. She's done it over the summer. She has made her husband come and help. She has written innumerable grants, of which I'm not sure she could even tell you all that she's written. But a few of them are the West Garden that she's done, the Caring Closet, and as being a member of the Speech Path, she's certainly done a lot for our Speech Path department. As a speech path person, a speech path pathologist, she continuously works to cater to each child's needs and strives to empower each child. Parents and students alike love her. I have to say, when at holidays or whatever, everybody gets a card or they get a flower or somebody draws a picture, and then you go into Karen's room, and there it is. She's got this whole table just filled with all kinds of things. It's amazing. We're all like, and the best news is she can't eat a lot of chocolate, so I get it. So that works for me. She always has a ready smile and hug for every child that walks through the door. That is absolutely the truth. She really does. She is quite a positive force and has an infectious smile, and we all love her. Karen Kane. Here they come.
Oh my God. Here's the tears. Oh, thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
I am grateful for all of you, but we're a bunch of liars.
So we have. What? Did you want to say something?
Hey, Nicholas.
Come here.
Who are you?
I'm Ethan.
Ethan, come here. Hey, come here. What's the favorite thing about Miss Karen?
She moved them to this.
That was made up, and I'm not going to repeat it. And I will translate. What? Oh, wait, Miss Kim's over there. Do you see somebody over there? All right. Oh, what? Miss McHugh's right there. Look, Miss Kim. Oh, that was awesome, Ethan. Thank you.
I love you.
Miss Brittany, it's all you. You're very bad. You went straight. I hope you can get this right.
As a staff, we wanted to find a way to celebrate all the many gifts that Karen has given to all of us. So we put together a little video, so enjoy. Congratulations, Karen.
She said that the staff put a video, and it's not.
Congratulations to you. We had to give you a little bit to get you here, but we couldn't be more excited to celebrate you and all the wonderful gifts that you offer to our school and community. I hope you enjoy these next few clips from people that love you. Congratulations.
Hey Karen, congratulations.
working with you over the last few years, it's been a lot of years, there's never a dull moment. I love how you're always student-driven, great ideas, and always looking to do something extra. Thanks so much. Love you.
Hi, we want to say congratulations to Karen. She has been my classroom's speech-language pathologist since she started and provides endless opportunities in our classroom for growth for all students. It's been a pleasure to work with her. Congratulations, Karen.
Absolutely, Karen. You definitely deserve this award and recognition. We're so very proud of you. I've been with you for over 12 years, and I'm just really excited about how much involvement, community, making everyone a true advocate, and just want to thank you. You know what I think about in the end? Westlake, wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Karen.
I love Miss Karen because she makes me smile and laugh every day, and she is so fun to work with.
What do you love about Miss Karen?
That her favorite yellow, just like my second favorite. About Miss Karen, I like her because she calls people in, and that's good to learn.
How does she help them out?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a really special thing that she does.
I love Miss Karen because you can just see how much she loves all the children that she works with.
You always know if Miss Karen's in school. If you hear her laugh in the hallway, she's there. She's always there. She's one of the reasons I come to work every day and have a smile. And she is someone that I can go to at any point and she can turn my day around.
Thank you for being always nice and helpful, Miss Karen.
Hey, Miss Karen, I'm so excited that you are getting this award. You do so much for the school, you do so much for the kids, you do so much for the community, and I can't think of anyone that deserves this award more. Congratulations.
Hi Karen, congratulations. We love you. There's no one more deserving of this than you. I'd be lost without you most days. I love your support and your giggles and all the love and support that you give us.
Hi Karen, we've known each other a long time and I adore you. You have a kind heart, you're kind to everyone, and I don't think West would be the same place without you. Congratulations, I can't think of anyone who deserved this more.
Congratulations, Karen. I cannot think of a more worthy recipient. You have the biggest heart of just about anybody in the school building, and you are so worthy of not one, but 2 awards. Thank you for being my friend and for always doing the smallest little things every day to make me smile and bless me. And I could not have gotten the garden started without you, so a big hug and a big congratulations from me to you.
Congratulations, Karen. This is incredibly well deserved. I know I've only been here for a short time, but you have made me feel incredibly welcome. It is so nice to see your smile every day, and I know what a tremendous job you do for our students, for our families, and how much our staff here at West love you as well. Congratulations.
What do you like about Miss Karen?
He's awesome.
Okay, see, that's where our council, our Founders Day chairs have come in and done their job to get like 45 people here so far to honor our awardees. So next, we are going to have the Dover Intermediate School.
I don't think that one was secret.
What?
I think a lot of people knew.
Well, I think a lot of people, but did
I
Karen
don't know how
know?
that happened.
I did that. Of course you did. Okay, so our next award is going to be from Dover Intermediate School, and President Katie Tamici will be here to present. That one was emotional.
Okay. I had the pleasure of meeting our award winner last year when I was serving as First VP at the elementary school. For those of you that don't know, First VP primary responsibility is to recruit people into PTA leadership positions. We began the year with a handful of committee roles still open, and so I had decided to work the open house events in hopes to fill some of them. So I would try to engage parents and just talk about PTA membership in general. And if I didn't completely scare them off, then I would casually slip in that leadership was available. Our award winner not only wanted to speak to me about PTA, but she shared how she was new to town, how she had been very involved in her previous PTA, and she was very excited to get involved in Westlake. She simply asked, how can I help? What's available? What I didn't know at the time was that exact same situation was unfolding at DIS as well. Except at DIS, it was a much bigger hole that needed to be filled and a very critical one.
So anyone that has been involved in PTA for any amount of time knows that the fundraising chair is the big, really tough one to fill, right? Because you have to be creative, you have to have determination, organization, and the ability to charm people out of their money, right? So last year, DIS PTA benefited greatly from the arrival of a new family in Westlake. We were very lucky to acquire a new member that kind of jumped right in and said, what can I do, right? So having barely just signed up for PTA, she said, sure, I will take on the role of being the fundraising chair. So she successfully executed our massive readathon. Everyone who's been involved with DIS knows how important and critical that is to everything that we do. And so she did a great job with it. We had record-breaking numbers. She was able to allow us to do programming and everything for the whole rest of the year. And then she also jumped into staff appreciation, and she did a great week-long event for all the teachers and staff, and she has not slowed down since then. She still is doing great things. She worked with the media specialist to create a new committee for the PTA to support school-led reading programs like our authors visit that we did. And this year, she is the first VP. So she is already making great plans for next year for the folks that will be at DIS. We already have a stellar lineup of folks because she is such a hard worker, so diligent, and has an amazing attitude. Oh, I'm still being. I personally heard a lot about Jessica Franklin before I had the honor to officially meet her. The Franklins arrived in Westlake while I was out of town for a little while. My daughter told me all kinds of stories about her new friend Sydney and her awesome family. The best part about meeting Jessica and Cody and everyone else was realizing that my daughter's stories didn't do enough justice to just how wonderful they all are. Jessica emanates friendliness and kindness and a sincere enthusiasm to be involved. Her eagerness to engage in school and sports activities demonstrates her passion for not only her own kids, but also all the kids in our community. She selflessly volunteered to chaperone the 6th grade trip to Camp Nahab, where she was forced to spend lots of time with my youngest troublemaker. I heard nothing but wonderful things about all the fun that was had by the group, and Jessica successfully navigated a few days of tweenage chaos, which in my opinion is worthy of an award in its own right. By the way, Maggie says she's still waiting for payment for chauffeuring you around in that canoe.
The DIS PTA is truly lucky to have a volunteer like Jessica. It doesn't seem to matter what role she's asked to step into. All she cares about is serving the kids, the school, and our community. So I wanted to share some sentiments from some of our fellow PTA members. Jessica has been a great addition to our PTA. She genuinely enjoys being involved in DIS activities and contributing to our meetings. Jessica has been an amazing DIS PTA member. Not only is she reliable and hardworking, but she's incredibly friendly and kind. She so deserves this award. Kindness is the ability and desire to have a positive impact on others. Jessica, thank you for joining our community and using your contributions to PTA to spread kindness throughout our schools. We are lucky to have you. So Jessica, DIS PTA, and really everyone in Westlake Schools, is lucky to have you on our team. We are so thankful that you decided to share your talents with our community. We are honored to present you with the Ohio PTA Achievement Award. And on behalf of the DIS PTA, thank you for everything you do, and congratulations.
Tonight wouldn't be possible, we're going to take a quick break from awards just to recognize some people. Wouldn't be possible without all the PTA units and their Founders Day chair people, so we want to recognize some of those people. So if they would like to stand up, and we'd ask for all applause to hold till the end. So Westlake Early Childhood PTA Founder Day Chair, Erica Shields, Maria Carbonell, and President Aaron Kolar. Westlake Elementary School Founders Day Chairs Alana Holtz and Simone Miller, President Sarah Hughes, Principals Greg Plantner, Bailey Morris, Kim Tucker, Jim Sanfilippo, and Secretary Barb Hall.
Dover Intermediate Founders Day Chair, Susan Hunter, and President Katie Tamici, Principal Nick Miller, and Assistant Principal Paula Shaw. We want to thank all the principal secretaries, everyone, because those jars are full of gratitude, thankful, why people are thankful for the recipients, and that was a lot of work. So I appreciate all the effort that I know you have to stand longer, but I appreciate all the effort that everybody's put in. So if you get a jar, read it. Okay, so a lot of effort, a lot of love.
Okay. Lee Bernison Middle School, Founders Day Chair Sarah Camden, President Jen Fry, Principal Tom Fasca, and Assistant Principal Kevin Berry.
Westlake High School PTSA, Founders Day Chairs Mary Macias, Christy Amy, President Lisa Miller, Principal Rob Woods, and Assistant Principals Brittany Meska and DJ Shaw, and Secretary Jeanette Cruzy.
And the Westlake Council PTA's President Diane Jordager.
There are other, okay, you guys can sit. There are other people, you know, that we would like, we call them our special teams helpers, right? But we cannot verbally thank you right now, because if we did thank you because you were presenting later or you lied to get people here, then the jig is up. So we thank you, and you know who you are.
Okay, next we want to call Rachel Jewell up to the podium to bestow the Lee Bernison Middle School Ohio Achievement Award.
And remember, you can talk to this one and this one, and that one. We love you.
What were you really saying?
I said, remember to talk to this one and this one.
Okay,
because this one goes over here. Hey, girl. Oh, we want to say a special thanks to Aubrey over here doing the video. WHBS. And Carter. Put your hand up, brother. Thank you. He's taking pictures. Thank you. Oh, there you go.
Thanks, darling.
I met Nicole at Early Childhood, too. Early Childhood is like, I know pretty much everybody in this room from Early Childhood. But, you know, you people are not the one I'm here to talk about. None of you. So I'm Rachel. I am currently the second vice president in charge of fundraising at LBMS. I got suckered. People lied to me, they tricked me, whatever. But I have a 9th grader and a 7th grader. And I first met the LBMS Achievement Award winner when, could you come here for a second? You, come here. You, come here. Could you just hold this for a second?
Sure.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Right over here where yes, perfect, say something, great. So I first met this year's Achievement Award winner when her 8th grader was a little squish ball of about this big, and my first grader was about, not my first grader, sorry, don't have one of those. My 9th grader was stretched out to about this long. They were tiny little people. Thank you so much. That's all I need. So we have known each other through those really horrible early parenting months, which are, in my opinion, the worst. We recovered. We joined the Early Childhood PTA, and now here we are. Over the years, our honoree has used her quiet wisdom and assortment of different PTA positions. So I'm sure I'm leaving some things out, but she has done membership, staff grants, she's been a secretary, she's done health and wellness, which really is her wheelhouse. If any of you have ever taken her yoga class, she doesn't mind when you cuss at her. Let's see. Oh, and she was first vice president, which I was just saying is my least favorite PTA job. I only did that once. I would rather be president of a PTA every day of the week than be first vice president. Anyway, where was I? Oh, I forgot. I'm with you now. Her creativity. She's so creative. I just absolutely love her, and she comes with all kinds of different ideas, which is really useful. And she comes with the idea, but she also has this attitude towards life of, we can make it happen. Let's do this. We can make it happen. And it's something that I really appreciate in her, and she has brought it to every single one of our PTAs. True story, for those of you who went to Dover Elementary School with us, thank you, our former leader. Our honoree makes these really great cookies, and they would always show up to things, and she is known for them, and I am confident they will not be showing up on my front porch anytime soon. Because she's going to be really mad at me. In addition to her baking skills, she's amazing, she's smart, she is so quiet. All of you have met her before, and she says all the time to me, nobody ever remembers me. So when she comes up here, I want you to look at her and commit her name to memory so she never says this to me again. Oh, you know what else she says to me all the time? This is one of the great things. You guys will appreciate this. Nicole, I feel like you have friends like this that say this to you. You're being too loud. No, your friends don't tell you this? No. Please. This award winner says this to me regularly. Also, she's really hard to make mad because I've tried and it doesn't work out. So anyway, I am going to ask my friend, my confidant, my hero, Vicky. And just for the record, the last name is Baroni, but it's spelled like Barone from that show, the Raymond show. So it's got the E on the end, just make sure E. It's like Tomich and Baroni, two hardest names in all of the PTA. Please come up here, be celebrated by your PTA and your community, and eventually forgive me. I love you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right. So, at this point in the program, we always keep talking about early childhood PTA, and we met there. Everybody in this room practically met everybody there. And I remember Mr. Miller asked me one time when we were at DIS, or did we call it Parkside back then? I don't know. But anyway, he's like, oh my gosh, he goes, the people come here from Holly Lane and Bassett. He goes, how do you all know each other? And we're like, early childhood PTA. So it's like we all knew each other already, and then we get to a school where we could all be together, so it was fun. Anything else to say? Of course.
Karen and Kelly McCann, come on down here to present the award for the Westlake High School PTFA.
We are excited to present the High School Founders Day Award to someone who is a great advocate for kids, is dedicated to her family, career, and all Westlake students, and someone we can always count on when volunteers are needed. We have known the recipient since our days at Bassett Elementary School. She is a regular volunteer there, from being a headroom parent, helping at Harvest Day, being the Music Boosters representative, and chairing scholarship. She has always been a strong supporter of the annual Westlake PTA Senior Scholarship Awards and has chaired the scholarship for Westlake Council of PTAs for 4 years. She has been integral in the important event recognizing many of Westlake students and has coordinated over $40,000 in scholarships.
The winner of the Westlake High School PTSA Ohio Achievement Award for showing outstanding service to youth in our school district and community is Melissa Lewis. Melissa balances a lot between her family, career, and volunteering, and will be celebrating their 20th anniversary this summer. Melissa and Brian moved to Westlake in August of 2011, which was a bit of a homecoming for Brian, who graduated from Westlake High School. I was told a galaxy far, far away a long time ago, a galaxy far, far away. Melissa has always supported her children, been a senior and Mia an 8th grader, and finds ways to volunteer while doing so. She's been a cheerleader for Ben and Mia at baseball, softball, golf, basketball, wrestling, cross country, and soccer. Are we forgetting any sports? No, okay. All right. She's always been on the sidelines. When Ben became involved in Science Olympiad, so did Melissa. Melissa even took on the task of coordinating volunteers for Science Olympiad competition both pre-COVID and now. This January, that meant managing over 100 volunteers for a full-day event with over 1,000 students.
As her kids got more involved with music, so has Melissa's involvement with Westlake Music Boosters, from being the building representative to now on her 4th year as the Music Booster secretary. Melissa happily supported her kids in music, carting their large instruments, a bass and cello, for years, and supporting Ben as he tries a new instrument each year: guitar, French horn, trombone, and trumpet, just to mention a few. Melissa is a regular chaperone for the marching band, including riding the bus with the band to Columbus for the Ohio State University Skull Session. And Melissa also traveled to Florida to watch her son march down Main Street in the Magic Kingdom at Disney World. And on that trip, she was super excited to see one of her favorite celebrities, Tina Fey, enjoying the day at Hollywood Studios.
Some don't know this about Melissa, but she was a school psychologist for the Cleveland Heights University High Schools for nearly 17 years, and she is now the proud owner of Learning Express Toy Store. Okay, how many of us have bought Squishmallows for our kids from her? Okay. She's a little Squishmallow dealer here in Westlake. And Melissa took this giant leap of faith in January 2020, as only a few people would have the patience and skill to do so, and has successfully navigated the store through a pandemic. And as Melissa is always advocating for Westlake kids, you can see some of them now employed at her store. Melissa is also a huge fan of Cleveland sports and can often be seen at Cavs and Guardians games with her family. Melissa is a loving dog mom of Ella and Augie and cat mom of Dottie Cupcake, and helps her daughter with her various cat sitting jobs. Despite being this busy, Melissa always makes time to volunteer, advocates for Westlake kids, and will reach out with any concerns. Whenever Melissa pulls me off to the side, I know there's something serious going on. But Melissa always wants what's best for our students and families and works hard to make things happen. She's been an incredible team player, and all of the PTAs that you have been involved with are lucky to have you. Congratulations, Melissa. Okay, we've distributed all of the Ohio No, not all the Ohio Achievement Awards. We have the council one left over. This is where you're going to start crying, baby. Presenting the Westlake Council PTA's Achievement Award is Jessica Kim, Dr. Goggin, and Captain Vogel.
For the record, I just bought a Squishmallow for Melissa last weekend for a birthday party, and Nicole Sauer recruited me in early childhood. I do think Mrs. Morris, where's Mrs. Morris at? We'll need her computer wherever she went. Is it right behind me? Okay, all right. So it gives me great pleasure to be able to present the Ohio Achievement Award to the following individuals who happen to know that they are receiving this award, even though Dr. Goggin and I desperately attempted to keep it a surprise. But as Lieutenant Dancy and Chief Belozer informed me, they do not like to be surprised and like to be prepared for any situation. So these individuals are on the front lines, ensuring that all of the approximately 3,200 students and 300 staff members are kept safe. The fact is that all too often we witness horrific news stories about events happening in schools that we don't ever want to consider. Their job is to not only consider those events, but to actively prepare for them. I am sure that we all either witnessed or saw the news reports of the active shooter training that took place at Parkside Intermediate in August. Around that time, DIS President Katie Tomich and I were setting up some items at DIS. We were speaking to one of our officers about the events that happened at an elementary school in another state. I stated that I couldn't picture our school resource officers standing outside in a hallway while a gunman was in a room with our children. Multiple individuals, including the chief, including that officer, including Lieutenant Dancy, have stated to me from the top all the way down that they were told the Westlake Police Department does not have a position available for someone not willing to risk their lives for one of our students. That was evident this year. That was evident this year when Molly Jones, Michelle Schultz, and I were at Westlake High School setting up for a staff lunch. Clearly, an emergency occurred, and within 2 minutes, 2 uniformed officers shut down the entrance and took off into the building. Kudos to Mr. Woods and his office staff because they were fantastic at initiating the call. We later learned it was a medical emergency, but I am not sure that they knew that at the time. They just came in, secured the office, and took off. Needless to say, that in and of itself is enough, but they do so much more for our students. They are present to them. At Wes, he's the guy that sometimes when a student just needs a break, or maybe a teacher needs one, they get to hang out with him. At DIS, he keeps parents in line in the crazy carpool line. Burnison challenged him to a chess match. At Westlake High School, he's often the first one greeting the students. Our DARE program, what can we say about that? This individual knows all of our students everywhere, and he is everywhere. 6 years ago, I had one of those PTA days. You all know them. There's either a fundraiser or an event, and you need to run into multiple schools. This particular day, I had to run into 4 schools and a local parochial school. Who did I see? But our DARE officer was in every single one of those buildings in that single day. But let's allow the most important people to tell us how they feel about this year's Ohio PTA Achievement Award winners for the Westlake Council of PTAs. Our team of school resource and DARE officers.
My name is Goldie, Karen, we need you. You're always here for us, and it makes me so happy to see you walking down the hall. It makes me remember I'm always safe. By the way, the police dogs are really cute. Thank you for all of the things you do for us. We appreciate you so. much. And we thank you for being kind and keeping us safe. We are so thankful for doing your job very good. And I know sometimes it can be hard. Sometimes also it can be frustrating, but I know you can do it. I'm so grateful for our SROs. They're so kind and nice. They protect the building and have an extremely cute dog. They teach us their lessons that keep us safe from anything that would harm us. I bet why we haven't had an intruder is because they keep us safe so long. We only have intruder girls. Whatever it is, I'm really grateful for our SROs. Thank you, Officer Cook, for keeping us safe. Dear Officers Cook and Joe, thank you for keeping our building safe. It means a lot to me and probably many others to know that you are patrolling the school and making sure that we're safe and secure. Also, thank you for the DARE lessons that you give us. It's important to know what to do, and you sure taught us in the right way. I think that you're doing your job perfectly because I feel safe and secure in this building. Thank you, Officer. Thank you guys for watching over Wes and making sure that all of us are safe. I'm really grateful that you are officers and you're willing to give us their classes, and that you guys bring Timmy. He's really cute. And honestly, you deserve a lot of respect for what you're doing for us. Thanks. Dear officers, thank you so much for going above and beyond for keeping us safe. Officers, you are brave, kind, and someone we can count on to keep us safe. Additionally, thank you for always being a friendly face in the hallways and being so nice to each and every one of us. We are all so thankful for you. Sincerely, Lynn. Thank you all for going out there, love.
So I'd like to take this opportunity. I brought Dr. Goggin and Captain Vogel up because we don't know everything that these gentlemen do and the background that they have. In talking with Chief B. Lozer, he said to me, he's like, you have no idea, but your SROs are so overqualified. And I also have to let you know that Lieutenant Dancy could not be here. He is active duty military and he's training, but the unit of these gentlemen together. So First Officer Dancy calls me and he says, Jessica, is there a way? My guys don't want to go. They said, I'm like the leader of the group. They don't feel comfortable doing this without me being there. Can you move the event? I couldn't. Then he calls today from a cement building where he's doing war games, and he's like in the middle of training because he's going to get deployed in April, and he's like, I just need to make sure my guys are okay. Are they all set? Is everything okay? So now I would like to introduce the gentlemen who keep your children safe every single day. Standing in for Lieutenant Jason Dancy, who leads this team, is Sergeant Ryan Pischel. Lieutenant Dancy, again, is active duty military and is at training. Sergeant Pischel, also very active in the active duty training that was held at Parkside. SRO at West, Joseph Rakowski. SRO at DIS, Ted Morley. SRO at LBMS, Patrick Foy. SRO at Westlake High School, Tim Gartner. Every kid who's been through Best Beginnings knows proud Westlake parent and SRO Jason Carmen. And last but certainly not least, Dare Officer and SRO Keenan Cook. I'm going to make them stand up here and suffer because they are mortified at this. But Dr. Goggin, if you'd like to tell us a little bit about the planning.
Sure, I'd love to. When Jessica came to me and said that they were recognizing all of our SROs, that was really special. It was really special because what they do is more than what you see, and I know that growing up, I always, as a student, whenever you'd see a police officer inside a building, they're kind of like the girl said, patrolling, and you think they're a security guard of some sorts, but they are not. I mean, these folks, and starting with Lieutenant Dancy and the planning he puts in, whenever something happens somewhere, like there was a school district where there was a swatter situation, it was right by us, he broke down, and like Jessica mentioned, he is military, and when you sit down and debrief with a military person, it's very organized, and he has a breakdown of everything that they did and what we learned, and every single one of these folks, as the movie Taken has a specific set of skills, and they bring those skills in and utilize them for preparation. And one of the things that I wish they would have been surprised, but I get it. They like to be prepared for things. But the preparation that goes into it is enormous, and a lot of the proactive work that goes into it, hopefully we never ever have to use it, but I think that's one of the biggest parts for us, is the planning, whether it's threat assessments right on down to preparation drills. It is so detailed and so good that it really is important to us. I would be remiss, I do have to take a step back, and I remember one of the first conversations with our Chief Belozer, who deserves a round of applause, please. He's not here this evening. Westlake is blessed with probably the most innovative chief of police that I've come across in my time. He is wonderful. And really is dedicated to making sure that we have great people inside of our buildings and our schools are safe. I also have to tout the city of Westlake, represented tonight by our great mayor, Dennis Clough, Nick Minari, and Amy Havelka, any other council here. These are the folks that, without the support from the chief and the folks here at the city, this program would not be happening. So thank you to all of you. We know you're behind the W. So I'll turn it over.
Here we have Captain Vogel, because as I said, and Chief Belozer would have been here, except he is at training as well. But we brought in Captain Vogel to tell us about our highly overqualified members of our SRO.
It's true, Kevin Belozer couldn't be here tonight. He does send his regrets. He set me in his place. When I was talking to Ms. Kim about this event, she asked to list how many years everyone served in the police department. I ran out of fingers to count it up, so I got to over 170 years of service that we have. But, yeah. So well-seasoned veterans, but that's not the reason they're up here. It's much more than that. We choose people who work for the police department, and especially the school resource officers, who are some of our most vulnerable citizens of the city, through high characteristics for their character, performance traits, and their experience. So they come with experience in investigations, they come with experience with tactical planning. I wrote down some things that they're specialists in. it is an amazing list as far from brand new drone technology, to obviously the DARE program, school threat assessment training, Ohio crime prevention training, SEPTED, which is another military term, using crime prevention through environmental design. These guys go, as one of the kids up here said, they go above and beyond. Great example is when we were doing the school training for active shooters. We had a whole plan together, sending officers in. These guys were instrumental in planning it out and executing it. When all that was going on, they also were doing exercises for the staff. They were calling the staff, giving them scenarios, using videos, using all the technology available. This is not something that we planned out that said, hey, you guys need to do this also. This is something that came from their own brains because of their experience, their dedication, and just really their engagement with this whole process. So we're very proud internally. We really thank you guys for showing that gratitude, which is the theme tonight, and I applaud all of you.
Some of their family members are here. Recognize their families because and that was not made up. I might get in trouble with the chief, but an email went out to all of you, and it was stated, I believe, that if any of them are not willing to die for our children, that they could hand in their badges. And these gentlemen are standing here tonight, willing to do anything for your children.
Well, I think you can see why we're so proud of our police department, as well as many of our other employees in the city of Westlake. I think it definitely demonstrates the passion that they have for their career. And as, I don't know if Mr. Goggins told you, but he told me that he was going to do this, and he said it had to be a secret. I sort of said, good luck. But it is true that our officers want to be prepared, and it would have been very difficult for them all to be here without them knowing. But we've been very blessed in the city of Westlake to have people with the passion and the concern about the safety of this entire community, and as it was pointed out, for the safety of all the individuals, and especially the children, as they said, the most vulnerable. They do this because they are the right people for this particular job, and as was pointed out, not everybody can be in the schools. You have to have that personality, and you have to be able to earn the trust, in addition to the skills that they have. And they all have quite a bit of experience, as was pointed out, but they really wanted to be there. And most of them have been retired and they came back. That says a lot about the passion for the career that they chose. But we want to thank the schools and everyone here for allowing us to be in the schools, to allowing us to have school resource officers. You know, when this program was started, I'm not going to say that a lot of my neighbors, a lot of the neighbors in the other cities didn't want that. We don't want policemen in our schools. That was years ago. Unfortunately, there are still communities today that still don't want that. We know it's important. We see the benefits. And hopefully all of you do. So thank you for giving us the opportunity to do the program that we do in the schools, and giving us that opportunity to help not only keep the community safe, but all the children, our future safe. Thank you very, very much.
Okay, we're going to take another quick little break from the awards. That was amazing and incredible, and I told you it might be a little sad too, but I thought it was well deserved. We want to at this time honor all the past Ohio Achievement Award winners and Helping Hands winners and tea in the PTA winners that are here tonight with us. So if you would stand when your name is called, and we'll hold applause till the end of each group. So let's start. Ohio Achievement Award recipients that are here with us tonight. Aaron Basil, Patty Barnes. Please hold applause till the end. Sarah Camden. We have a lot of them, half the room. Kathy Detour, Barb Detweiler, Lauren Falcone, Barb Hall, Amy Havelka. You guys are supposed to stand. Jen Hill, Susan Hunter, Nancy Jackson, Rachel Jewell, Molly Jones, Diane Jordinger, Jessica Kim, Dave Kosovar, Mary Macias, Kim Mather, Kelly McCann. Do you want to start with Lisa?
No.
Oh, I gave her a chance. I've never seen her turn down the mic before. Lisa Miller, Nick Miller, Jill Menard, Megan Mattu, Kathy Nash, Jane Peer, Liz Piernot, Kristen Pugh, Jen Richards, Jim Sanfilippo, Sherry Sanfilippo, Nicole Sauer, Christine Savory, Donna Stevenson, Sarah Tabling, Katie Tamici, Deb Wadden, Jackie Wooliver, and myself, Bev Wilkinson.
Okay, I got it. I think it was Katie Tomich. Is that true? I was trying to, I knew it was weird that you didn't say the I, but Tomich? I answered everything. Okay, Tomich. You did a good job, by the way. Okay. Helping Hands. We have 3 people here today. Sarah Camden Rise. Barb Detweiler. You'll notice them because they have like their ribbons just like all the way down. And Megan Mattu. If you guys can rise, I know these are heavy. Good job. Good job. And you still come. And you still are doing great things. So that's amazing. And one T and PTA Award winner here today, and Nancy Jackson. Woo, stand up, Nancy. Call her Nancy in the back. She's with her elementary. All right, so I almost cried. They're back. Okay, the resource officers. Thank you. I was starting to tear up, like I could feel tears forming. And then they started talking about the dog 3 times. A officer never was in our school except to talk about, they visited. It was like a special day. So God bless you for protecting our kids. I'm also thankful that if you breathe in and breathe out, you stop crying. Okay. The presenter for the Helping Hands Award is Jennifer Petticord.
Oh my gosh, I am so glad this moment is finally here. If any of you know me, I am such a rule follower, and I have had to lie to my right-hand woman for the last 3 weeks, and I just wasn't really sure I was going to make it through tonight. The person that I am going to introduce to you came to the United States as a 25-year-old intern with the OSU horticulture program. She applied for an extension and stayed here and worked with the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo. She has 2 children who are at Westlake High School right now. And I just am so grateful for everything that she does and all the history that she shares with my students.
Sorry. You keep going.
No. And I also want to introduce you to Deidre Oliver, who's going to help me get through this. So,
I'm over here laughing because she had no idea. And so her face is priceless at this moment. She actually looks like she's going to faint, so I hope she doesn't faint. All right, we are beyond thrilled to introduce Miss Orshi Borodsky, the 2023 recipient. No, yeah, come on. This is going to be a little while, so get comfortable. I love it. For the last 2 years, Orshi has served as an aide to our ESL, that's English as a Second Language, students at Westlake High School.
Looking back, I truly don't know how we ever got along without her. I'd like to tell you a little bit about this extraordinary woman, and in addition to our words, I'd like to share some comments that have been shared about Orshi from other staff members in our building.
She arrives early every morning to prepare our students because she wants to do more than just give them answers. She has supported our students in subjects like biology, horticulture, physical science, world history, American history, geometry, and art and English language arts. One of our high school social studies teacher wrote as follows for her. She helps 5 different students who speak 3 different languages, all by herself, become acclimated to the class, and she provides them with language-appropriate materials and guidance through assignments and direction every day.
Orshi is a tireless worker, and in addition to getting to school every day to prepare to help our students, she leaves every day, almost every day. She asks me how she can do more, what can I do tomorrow when I come in. One of the teachers writes, she works tirelessly to support students in their quest to learn English as well as become accustomed to life at the high school. Her endless patience makes students feel welcome and safe as they adjust to a new school environment. And her kindness towards both students and staff helps everyone work well together as a team.
And somehow, even with her many tasks, more like keeping me organized, or she makes time for people, focusing on the importance of life outside of school, as well as what happens in the building. She always takes time to listen to her students when they want to talk about their lives outside of school, like part-time jobs, relationships with siblings, memories about living in their other country, and the challenges of mastering a new language. Here's what another colleague writes. Orshi is a kind human who wants to truly make a difference in the lives of our students. She takes a great deal of time to listen and engage our students about their lives outside of the classroom. She knows they have stories to tell that exist prior to coming to Westlake High School. She wants to hear their history.
Some of the people who helped to nominate Orshi mentioned her generosity. One of the people wrote, Orshi is one of the most compassionate, patient, and kind people I have ever had the pleasure to work with. She takes initiative and helps where she is needed and truly cares about the students she is helping. I have seen her go out of the way to make sure students have what they need to succeed. She absolutely deserves this award.
So since we nominated her for this award, I've been taking pictures of her with students. And so my phone is filled up with all these pictures of her sitting next to students, reading and working with them. And it's really special. And today, I'm gonna try to do this without crying. Today, when helping one of our students make sense of Catcher in the Rye, she shared her connection with one of the characters. She expressed her understanding of receiving a gift from a family member that was hard to fully appreciate. It was hard, I almost cried in class. Okay, that was hard to fully appreciate because what she really wanted was their physical presence. She shared her experience of not having her family there to celebrate her wedding, and what made her connection so beautiful was that she was speaking with one of our many students who have been separated from their mothers, with no hope of that changing in the near future. She is not only an educator, but she is a mother to many of our ESL students. Our students love you, and so do we.
The ESL department could not have a better, caring, loving, responsible, and intelligent woman to help support us. Congratulations, Orshi.
couple of times if I should be here because I love working behind the scenes. I'm really not like pushing myself forward. I really enjoy supporting these two incredible women who really do everything. Teaching ESL is not just teaching the language. It is social work as well. So Jenny made sure that our kids have the appropriate transportation. So she bought bikes for the kids. For these children, the culture shock, beyond the culture shock, being separated from their families, the language barrier, there are so many things they struggle with, separation from their peers. And these two women, we as a team, we try to create a comfort zone for them. And I'm very grateful to be able to share what I know, and you are able to help where you are wounded. What you went through, you are able to relate to people who are going through the same path. So I'm very grateful because if I look back of my difficulties, these difficulties really helped me to be where I am now, and I'm able to offer the support, the first-hand experience of being an immigrant, and I'm grateful for being part of the high school team and being able to speak 2 languages. I thought that I will be presenting for a fund, and I really want to share something which really helped me, or maybe it will help you to relate better to the ESL experience. So when I came here, I heard this idea of America being a melting pot, and I struggled with it for a long time because I did not want to melt in. I really wanted to learn English, learn about the culture, but I wanted to hold on to my language, and that's how I teach my kids to be grateful to live here and for this great country, being able to provide awesome education, awesome opportunities, but be proud of their culture. So rather than a melting pot, I imagine America as being a palette of many colors, and all of the colors, all of the nations are very important, and we don't necessarily need to melt in, we need to work together. And I think this is the true American experience for me. I traveled to Lebanon with my kids, so I feel like I don't need to see the world anymore because the world is here. And I want the other kids to be able to appreciate what the ESL kids are able to offer. And that's why I'm here for, and that's why I work every single day. And I'm very grateful that Mr. Sanfilippo, 7 years ago, he hired me. I wasn't sure that I was up to the challenge with the language barrier and all. And I just thank you for everybody for being here for me. Thank you.
We are at the final award of the evening. Is there anything else we need to say before we say that? No.
No, she took her coat. She was like, she's like, see ya.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Do you want to read
Nope.
it? It has your name next to it. Okay. So the outstanding district educator, we now call the T in the PTA. I can never say that. I've said it about 400 times in the past month. There's only been one other time in the history of this award ceremony that one person has won more than one award in the same night. That was in 2008 with Pam Griebel.
Holly Lane!
Holly Lane.
I had to put that out there. Holly Lane!
And tonight. So reading the multiple long and glorious nominations that were received from this person, it wasn't difficult to understand why she's won both. So we have Judy Buffington to come back up here to introduce our next award winner.
Guess who it is?
Don't give away the surprise.
So you would think, coming back up here the second time, that I would have absolutely nothing to say, right? And I would be struggling to come up with things. That is so not the case. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even able to put everything that was in all the nominations that they gave me. I wasn't able to say all of everything that there was. She has been our PTA liaison for preschool, and she is incredibly and impressively an active member for our West PTA. She is an amazing liaison between our school and our community, and she takes the initiative to bridge the gap between her colleagues and her Westlake family. She is the longstanding chair for our school beautification committee, which includes reaching out for donations for landscaping and hardscaping, and she was really involved in all of that that's right out in front of our West building. She's also part of all that you see, the decorations for our holidays and our seasons. So the scarecrows and the wreaths and the flowers, all of that we're enjoying because of all of her projects that she's involved in. It certainly makes our building way more personal and welcoming. Her enthusiasm was instrumental to help make our very first year's first PTA bingo night a huge success, and she came in the next day so thrilled that the kids had such a good time. Her huge heart and love for the West family continues to shine as she is so active in our Sunshine Committee. She is quick to make sure that cards and gifts are dispersed, as well as keeping in contact with the person that was out. We all, myself included, have come to depend on that caring heart. She has been involved in delivering our West Spiritware and the butter braids. And from what I understand from the nomination was that the butter braids are done early in the morning on very cold days. So they was quite a story behind all of that. She's been involved in reviewing the Westlake High School seniors' West PTA scholarship applications. Yes, I had to practice that. She is first to laugh with you or cry with you, whatever you need, and not just for a few, but for every single staff member in her path. If she can figure out a way to help a staff member, a student, or a community family, she will problem solve and actively work to find the solution. I am quite sure that there are innumerable more endless things that I could list, and there were, I have to tell you, in the nominations. She is constantly humble and so humble just about all of her work and her impact that she does. She gives her time and her talents without courting praise or without seeking acknowledgement, and I think that's one of her greatest amazing characteristics. She is so worthy of this wonderful award because we all think she's wonderful. We love you. Karen Kane.
I sent them home. So. I just want to say thank you. You did make me cry. And I don't do it for anything but for you guys. So thank you so much, and I really appreciate it.
So Karen Kane, I was blessed to have Karen Kane as a, I'm not gonna make it. Wait, let me just do my gratitude. All right, I'm back, okay? I was blessed to have Karen Kane and that whole crew right there. My littlest Raymond went to the special needs preschool. And and when I say excellent, they're over here, okay? I cannot tell you how fantastic that preschool is, how fantastic Karen is. She is a speech language pathologist, as I am. I went back to school to become one, and she is who you strive to be. Okay, she is. I just want to tell a quick story. Quick story. Maybe not quick, I'm excited, but you know. Okay, so I have neighbors, okay, new neighbors. They started a Facebook group. They're like, hey, join, and I'm like, okay. So all new. So they're like, parents' night out on Friday. Get your babysitters. So I'm like, okay. So we don't need a babysitter. My kids are old, right? So they were all like older parents, like young parents of like all elementary. So they were talking about all your wonderful teachers over there in elementary, you know, about like words, this, that, the other. So I go and they're talking about the preschool. They said, we have a 3-year-old. I said, dude, right now how is she? She just turned 3? She's gonna turn 3. She's like, she just turned 3. Get on that list tomorrow. I said, you need to get on that list. The dad's like, what list? And he's like, I said, you know, Westlake has a preschool program. She can be a parent. Get on the list. The best things in sliced bread. Okay? So little did I know that this guy, okay, was one of. I said, he's like, oh yeah, I work at the high school. And I said, really? What's your name? And he said, I was like, are you Mr. Major? Yeah, it was the Mr. Major from my son came. So he had my son. So I said, and so the other new parents were like, why haven't you ever met him before? Did you not go to the parent teacher conference? And I said, no, I did not go to parent teacher conferences at 9th grade up. I said, they're doing fine. They're doing fine. So, be grateful for the excellence that is Karen Payne and the excellence that is Westlake High School. All right, go get your picture, Karen Payne. Okay, Beverly. That wasn't on here. Here we go, Beverly.
We may have started just a little bit late, but it is not quite yet 9 o'clock, and that was our goal, to be done by 9 o'clock. So we have, according to my watch, 2 more minutes to speak. Is there anything else we need to say?
Yes. We would like to thank Carter Hunt, Aubrey Graver. We would like to thank Zuzu Chocolates, who gave, they're our wonderful Westlake family up there on Center Ridge. They gave stuff in the bag, so you guys won't, not you guys, but the winners will enjoy it. And if you want to enjoy it, go. It's right there by Subway on Center Ridge. Dean's Greenhouses for sponsoring the centerpieces.
Oh my gosh.
We didn't put, there's supposed to be a prize. Well, whoever grabs it first gets it.
There you go. We were going to stick something under the
Nobody grabs it, I totally would grab it. Nobody's grabbing it. Cruzy, grab it. Okay, whatever, we didn't do thoughts, okay? That is it. I don't know.
Oh, I do.
Oh.
So, well, for your fundraising chairs, there is a Council of PTA spring flower sale that Dean's is hosting for us, so make sure that you buy your flowers from that. And also, next week is Dollars for Scholars, March 3rd. And it says a fun fact, over 10 years, PTA Council has awarded over 240 scholarships worth over $240,000. So we want to make sure that we support that so we can keep awarding more.
That's good. Award recipients, please meet out in the lobby by,
I don't know,
in that dog pound area.
Yes.
We're going to take one last, that we paid $40 to rent. That we take one last group shot for papers and such.
For Facebook page.
Upon your exit, please return the plastic name tags on that table because we recycle them. You'll notice sometimes there's a name crossed on the back. And thank you all for being here tonight, and have a good night.
Thank you so much. Exactly 9 o'clock. We did it.